Hi, everyone. I'm Regina, and you are you. How is everybody for this holiday season? Oh, so good to see you. Gosh, we're like lining up here to do a little show. I'm sorry I missed last week. Just kind of got sidetracked, and all of a sudden the opportunity was gone to be on time. um Kind of like go over a few things, my questions of life. I'm always questioning everything, and I don't even know where I'm going to go with that at this point. So let's get through the formalities here. um Oh, my stars, welcome to the show. We're brought to you by raisroast.com. You know, God, I've got some really good coffee here. I got this Ethiopian thing going. Gogogu is what the name of the cooperative or area or something. It's the name that was stuck on the coffee, and I've just continued on with that. I don't need to change a bunch of things that I don't really care about. Um, that's really good coffee. I've got it roasted a nice medium. The mouth feel is excellent, has some good notes to it. Dang, I think it's a pretty darn good coffee. I'm really the mouth feel kind of girl. Um, so anyway, and so yeah, let's think about subscribing to the channel. Be sure and like the video today because it helps get it out there, and ring that bell for notifications so you know when I'm starting. And I see I've got comments going already, so let's drop in. Hey, it's my old friend Zen. And how are you doing, my friend? You know, add in here, Mr. Squirrel. Give us something to think about. You know, did I do all of the things? I was still trying to talk about coffee a little bit. We had to redo our website, and my friend Rochelle has gotten it all moved and set up, and I got another order last night, so it obviously works. Um, all kinds of things going on there. Like I say, I've got some really decent coffees right now. I've got a new Kenya also that I like really well. It takes a little longer to degas, and so first time I tried it, it was like right after roast and a day, and I was going, ooh, another bad Kenyan, but today I'm not saying that at all. I waited a few more days and tried that again, and oh mercy, good coffee, good coffee. So yeah, hot things going on. Got a little Gesha, got a little of this, a little of that. Um, still the old standard Queens blend and whatnot. Still biggest seller I got. I don't know why people like the blends, but they do. Anyway, so it's warmer. Well, finally, God, I went out and worked in my yard today, and for a little bit this morning, and it was pretty nice out. I mean, I had to put a coat on, of course, but I didn't put socks on. I just had slippers on and was out there dicking around, picking up after the dog and trying to blow leaves. I have a tendency to expect the lawn care people to come and rake my leaves up, and it never happens. And so then they like lay on the grass until I realize, oh shoot, I'm going to lose all my grass. and the dog tearing it up is bad enough. And so I had got my trusty leaf blower out there, but battery only lasts so long, and so now it's really bad, really thick where I ended up. But maybe I'll get out there tomorrow and blow some more leaves for a little while. I don't have to do it all in a day. I always figure like, oh, one battery length is long enough. So, gosh. So I'm always looking for the next coffee smells stinky houses. What are you trying to tell me? My house smells like coffee. Do you think it's stinky? Of course, you've never been here, so how would you know? Anyway, what I was going to say is I've been trying to keep an eye out on the presidential races because the two main party candidates I am not crazy about. And, the other Democratic candidate that I would like to see getting some airplay, Marianne Williamson, is probably never going to get anything from the Democratic Party. And so that's, give it up. So I've been kind of watching a little bit of this RFK Jr. and while I don't want to get into politics too much in this show, it's a thing that's happening right now. There are things that he says that upsets me. I am not an anti-Semite, but I am pro-Palestinian ceasefire deals, kind of, and so, he's still in that same old bullshit thing of following that path, and I have to kill a whole bunch of kids and women and stuff to find the people who are doing and they've just gone to wantonly killing everyone, including Israelis. And so I don't understand what's going on there. And what I can't abide by is our country going along with it. And so, that's where I stand on that. And that's why I keep looking for presidential candidates to possibly throw my support behind. And so I've been checking out Robert Kennedy Jr. And so that's interesting. Have I made any decisions? No, I have not. I mean, I don't expect that I'm going to like everything that everybody says about anybody, or anything. I don't have to agree with everything. I don't want everybody to always agree with me, even though it'd be nice once in a while. But, I think the world would be kind of fucked up if everybody was just like me, This is just my opinion on these people. I'm not doing any deep research, but I am watching these little town halls. There was the moderator on the deal I was watching last night really kind of pissed me off. It's he started questioning about trans kids and whatnot, and I had heard that Kennedy was not really trans friendly, but he said absolutely nothing. He would not fall into the trap that guy was trying to set for him, and even told the guy to quit rolling your eyes. Why are you trying to dictate what people can do with their own bodies? And you don't know the situation at each family or whatnot. And so I liked that. I liked that. So just think about all the stuff that the left and right disagree with, except for genocide. Both sides seems to support genocide. Yeah. I think that both the left and the right are a lot closer in a lot of things than they actually think they are. You know, everything is just so much hyperbole and bullshit that you know, of course, here I am live. Anybody can watch this, and anyway, I digress. Then I saw some newspaper article, local newspaper, that was about breaching the dams, a secret. This is it. The secret meeting that includes all these different agencies and whatnot. And they're into discussions, going to turn the electric power grid over to the tribes. And this article just went off. What a bunch of frickin' bigots. Man, I'm so sick of all the bigots and whatnot in this world. I thought, how can anybody buy this newspaper? I mean, it costs a whole $1 a week, you know, $52, $50. You can get a real deal, $50 a year. Buy you 50 copies of that, 52 copies of that newspaper. And you just get all this. And that's the newspaper that misgendered me so badly here a few months back. And drives me crazy. I see we've got a new watcher with us, and I don't know, say hi. Anyway, it was just so much, you know, if you want to save the salmon from the inner part of the Northwest, you're going to have to take out the 4 dams on the Snake River, because it's just too far. It's just, you know, it's too hard on the fish. You know, we built the Grand Coulee Dam in the 30s, not really understanding what we had gotten ourselves into. And for 6 years, we had salmon throwing themselves against the face of that dam and dying without ever spawning. And now there's talk about building fish ladders to go above that dam. And that would take salmon from the Columbia River up into Canada. You know, why don't we restore some stuff around here while we can? You know, as we watch the weather and whatnot get into these morbidly high temperatures and whatnot, we need to take action. And so just sitting on our hands and doing nothing is not what needs to happen. You know, we've got to take action. And oh gosh, how do we get that through some of the people's heads, and not have everything be such a crisis about what's going on? I don't know. It kind of sad commentary today. Holy smokes, I could probably make this a lot happier than what I have so far. Let's think about this. Anybody got any good stories or whatnot? I got invited to Christmas Eve dinner yesterday, and so I accepted the invitation this morning, bright and early. And so that'll be nice. A family has a informal dinner on Christmas Eve for their friends and relatives. And I've been there before, several years ago. So that's coming up. I am trying to get an order out today of coffee that goes to the local food bank that where I put out a donation. And that's my goal today, is to get that finished up. It never hurts any of us if we can do something that helps somebody else. And I know that most of the people, they would not be on at the food bank if they could afford coffee like mine. So I know that some of them have seen me deliver it for several years, and they always come and thank me, right to my face, and tell me how much they appreciate it and how good it is. And it's just really remnants of some of the big bags. I'll get down 2-3 pounds at the bottom. It's not enough to make a pure roast. And so I just throw it in a bucket, knowing what I'm going to do with it. And at the end of the year, I've got these buckets, and I can roast it all up and send it to the food bank. I grind it, and I never sell ground coffee. Or I shouldn't say never. I only do ground coffee by special order. And so, just a little something. It makes me have a little bit of the Christmas spirit. I am not a Christmassy person. As you can see behind me, I don't do much decorating. I decorated my coffee shop when I had the coffee shop, and usually I paid somebody to come in and do that, and to keep it looking nice. And that was just kind of the way it was. And yeah, I'm trying to figure out why I got this thing here in. There is no reason. There it goes. Got rid of it finally. Yeah, it started. And so yeah, I had all kinds of issues with Christmas, and to start off with, I'm not a Christian, and it's a Christian holiday in my opinion. And so I do kind of like Santa Claus, and I like Christmas Story. Somebody was telling me they were going to watch their favorite Christmas movie today, and the title of it is Die Hard, and I find that to be pretty funny, because I never think about Die Hard being a Christmas movie. It's like a thriller, That was a good movie, but hey, it's Lara. How are you, sweetie? Good to see you here. You missed all my environmental spiel, as I go on about saving the salmon, pulling the dams in the rivers. So anyway, back to Christmas. Oh, it just drives me up a wall, kind of. But I guess I was talking about Christmas movies. A couple of years ago, I was going through this deal, and I'll still do it, as we get closer to Christmas. I'll pick out one Christmas movie to watch. And it'll be some old-timey thing, Bing Crosby, Fred Astaire. Or I watched that one a year ago, and I probably will never watch that again. I think it's Holiday Inn. It's either White Christmas or Holiday Inn, whichever one has Fred Astaire in it, because I like the dancing and the musical aspect of it. And I grew up in the same area that Bing Crosby grew up in. And so the whole Crosby family was always on TV crooning away. Of course, Bing was already gone off to Los Angeles and Hollywood and all that kind of stuff. I don't even know how often he came to the town. There's a lot of stuff at Gonzaga University that's named after him, though, and there's a big statue of him there. There used to be. I can't imagine they would take it down. Oh gosh. But you know, some of these Christmas movies, when you start digging too old, they are politically incorrect, and it makes me a little uncomfortable anymore, and that's what we grew up on, and it just drives me crazy. Um, it's no wonder. It's no wonder we're like we are. We're so fucked up. Anyway, where do I go now? What do I talk about? What's my next question about life? Anybody got any questions out there? It is Monday noon, and actually it's almost 1:00. It's like 10 more minutes, and we'll be thinking about, oh, I got to get out of here. And I hope I don't run out of anything to talk about today. It's really just, had a nice conversation with Zen the other night. He was, should I say it? Should I say he was just trying to talk me into, no, I won't say it. Oh gosh. It is so good to be here. I like coming on here and doing all of this. I need to hide my banners there. Whoa. I never got in my weekly conversation with Marty this week. She wasn't well yesterday, and I just been so busy. I was supposed to get back with her after I got back home, and then I got home late. And once it gets to be a certain time, I'm just like ready to unplug. And so I am not interesting. I watch a whole bunch of old Dean Martin roasts and found it was so same, incorrect in too many ways. I can't watch no more. Yeah, I am with you on that. And yeah, it's crazy. It's just crazy. Our world has changed so much. And oh, are you available? Old westerns drive me crazy too. Oh, I can imagine. I can imagine. Yeah. Yeah, some things are just so wrong. Just so wrong. Yeah, I haven't watched an old western. Every once in a while, I think I would like to watch a John Wayne movie, and well, is it working good? Are you ready? You want me to send you a link? Hang on, I'll be right back with you here in a minute. There we go. All right, Mr. Zen. There's your link. As soon as I see you here. But you got to be careful about what we talk about. This is a family show. Hey, Gracie, how are you? Good to see you come in. Now we got it going. How's your week going, Gracie? Missed you last week. Finally caught a stream. Yeah. Oh, I sent it to you in your messenger. Does your computer get messages? Or do I need to email it to you? This will be a first. I've never had a man on my show before. Or did I have Victor on once? I think Victor. We're just watching VODs. Now my age is catching up with me. Is VOD something I don't know what? Help me out. Video on demand. Okay. Okay. Yeah. That makes sense. Oh, so I got to email you. Okay. That should into your Gmail account. So you should be good now. So, goodness gracious, we're like getting people all over on here now. So anyway, well, we might have to go a little longer than a half hour because my half hour is about up now. But I want to bring Charlie on for a couple minutes. And so anyway, that cat's out of the bag. And so what else? What else has been going on? I suppose, maybe isn't Monday Christmas? Where's my calendar? Monday's Christmas. So you suppose I should do a show on Christmas? Do any of you have zero plans and could pop in and spend some hours with me? We could do a little bit longer, because I tell you what, I'm not going to work that day. So anyway, let me know. You can't be smoking on my screen. What's going on here?
What's going on yourself? You know, you said this is the first time you're going to have a man on your show. You need to correct yourself. I'm a squirrel, not a man.
And then I went. What's that?
This is my human form. I use it on the internet so I don't destroy people, you know.
Yeah. Can you close that shade so we can see your face, or do you want to be kind of
like that? Is that better?
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
How do you like this camera?
So can I call you by your name when we're on here now?
Sure you can.
Okay. It's good to see you, Charlie.
That's good to see you too, Regina. And thanks for letting me on the show. And hello to Laura and hello to Spacey. And is anybody else in here? No,
we were up to like 6 viewers a minute ago, but nobody else has popped on and said much. So, and now we're back down to 4. So,
oh wow, we ran people off.
Yeah. You pop on, and then I lose customers.
I can't believe it. I can't believe I would run people off. See, I got my Slackware shirt on here today.
Yeah, like
for those of you who are familiar with Slackware Linux.
So you got a new computer, huh?
Yeah, it's a new HP desktop, and I put Linux Mint on it.
Well, I thought you were in South Carolina this morning.
No, that's tomorrow morning. I'm going to go get a load in Tulsa, and then we're going to go to South Carolina. For those of you who aren't aware, I was a software developer for SAP in Lawson for over 20 years, and I now drive a semi-truck for a living just to finish to get into retirement because of the way the economy's changed and everything. But anyway, I've been friends of Regina's and a follower of Regina and also Marty Peronic on Beyond Trans with Marty for, I guess, 4 years, I suppose, something like that. It's been a while. And I also follow Chloe over there on the Chloe Connection. And I've got 3 others that I follow. No, Laura, and hi to Laura. This is me. And I'm on Zoom. So yeah, Laura, if you email me, we can Zoom sometime if you want. And anyway, it's great to be on this show. You know, I didn't think I'd ever get a chance to be on a transgender show because it's always about just transgenders. You know, there's not any togetherness. You know, it's like segregation or something. You know, and it's good to socialize and humanize and have everybody together into the same family, all loving each other. That's better that way. Don't you agree?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, we don't.
It'd be like what you do down in the Green Country Farm or that farmer's market that you go to on Saturday. You need to just socialize with the community, and that's what this should all be about: normalization.
Yeah, that's why I go to golf and do a bunch of stuff. Do those tournaments at the country club. That's always entertaining, and see the reactions. But, you know, hey, anymore, it's like not much reaction, you know, quite honestly. I've been doing it for a couple, 2-3 years now, and I'm just one of the girls.
Yep.
And so it's nice.
Yeah.
But so you're still home?
Yeah, I'm gonna spend the night here and go ahead and make dinner, and then I'll get up probably about 5 a.m. and I live on the eastern side of Oklahoma, just west of Siloam Springs, Arkansas, and it takes me about an hour and a half to drive to Tulsa, and I'll pack up my gear, and I've got a brand new 2023 Kenworth sitting on the lot there waiting for me. So I'll take my gear off my pickup truck, load it on the semi, make my bed, stock the refrigerator and turn it on and everything, and warm up the rig. And then I'll go park my pickup truck in their secure parking. They got a security guard there. And I'll go get a trailer and go over to, I won't mention the customer's name, but we're a big, we're a subcontractor of Pepsi and McDonald's both. So we have some pretty good connections. And I'll go get my load, and I'm going to head to South Carolina. That's where I'm going to be spending the rest of the week. I'll be going south, and I drive south and I drive east quite a bit. I used to do New York City, and I used to do Michigan up around where Christy Woods lives, but we haven't gone there in quite a while. And it's just the way the contracts
are. Same companies.
Yeah, it's the same company. They subcontract us. I won't mention my company's name, but
right. No, that's fine.
Pepsi and McDonald's subcontracts us, and including the people in Tulsa. The people in Tulsa, they make all the dough for all the Pizza Hut pizzas, all the crust, and they make all of McDonald's pies and biscuits. And that we also make biscuits for Popeye's Chicken, if you're familiar with that. And so I just
never been to a Popeye's Chicken.
Okay.
I don't even think I've ever seen one. Popeye was all about spinach. So why would there be a Popeye's Chicken? What the heck is that?
I don't know.
Anyway, you can make his arms big. That didn't make it to where he could squeeze that can and have that spinach pop up in the air.
Yeah, they seem to have gotten the contract, though. I mean, they've got Popeye's face on their stores. So
no, say it's not so.
So whoever owns the Popeye's franchise, sold it to them, I guess, and so most of the people down south, they know about Popeye's Chicken and their red beans and rice. It's very Louisiana style cooking. It's spicy, hot fried chicken, red beans and rice, and jambalaya and stuff like that. It's very, very Louisiana Cajun style food. It's really very good. If I get you down here sometime, I'll take you over there and we'll eat, and you'll get an idea what it's like. Then you can complain.
So anyway.
So what were you doing this morning? I mean, were you making coffee this morning or what?
Well, no. I went out and worked in my yard. I hadn't picked up dog doo for, I don't know, forever. And I got people coming to work on a tree. I found out yesterday in my yard. The arborist is coming for some follow-up thing. And I thought maybe I better make it to where they could walk without hitting a landmine.
I was going to go out and work on my yard too. I've been off since Tuesday. This is the second time I've been home, and I've taken nearly a week off. And I wanted to get out there and rake the leaves up because, I live in a forest. I wish I could turn this camera, but, out this way toward the sun, that you can see the western setting sun's in my face. Looking through the kitchen here, I'm in the dining room. It's just a huge forest, and all the trees have dropped their leaves. And I've got piles of leaves that are like 3 feet tall, and they're all wet because it's been raining, Regina, for the last 3 days. And so everything is real heavy and wet. So now I got to wait a couple of weeks for all that to dry out before I move it off. And I've got a large brush hog, a tractor that I use that has a brush hog attachment.
Oh, right. Yeah.
I'll just push those leaves away from the house to where I can get at it with that tractor. And then I'll just disintegrate them, I'll disintegrate them and turn them into dust and deposit it back across the forest so that it can return the nutrients to the trees. But anyway, I have just hundreds of squirrels around here. There's squirrels all over the place, and I feed them and everything else. So that's part of the reason why my nearest neighbor is 3 miles away, by the way. So I really live alone. out here in the countryside. And that's one of the reasons why I picked the squirrel as my moniker. In fact, in my picture, and I told you this before, my dad took that picture of that squirrel back in the 70s. And he was eating a strawberry right out this window, right over here.
Oh, cool.
Sitting on the ledge. And I've got 3 pictures of that squirrel right up here on the wall in a frame, that same one. And so I just picked that name and used the squirrel for my moniker. And that's my internet cover, you know.
So that's the story about how you became a squirrel.
Yeah, I'm so isolated against the human race, you know. I'm not even a part of it anymore.
Well, I'm so grateful you came on. We've passed 41 minutes now, so I need to go get my coffee roasting again.
All right.
I've got another 30 pounds of coffee to get roasted and packaged and ground. I got 50 pounds to get ground by this time tomorrow. And
wow, that's a lot of coffee.
Man, I could have probably done it all in one setting.
How many pounds does that roaster do in a setting? Is it with 2 pounds or what?
And actually, I put in 6 and get 5 out.
Oh, okay. So you got to do that 10 times.
Yeah, and I'm like half done with the roasting.
Wow, that sounds like a lot of work. And what is it? How much long does it take to roast one of the 5 pounds?
I told you that, then I would be giving away trade secrets.
Oh, really? It's probably better than 30 minutes, I'll bet you. So that sounds like a lot of work.
It is a lot of work. Hey, Allison, how are you?
Yeah, hello to Allison.
I don't even know who the arborist is. It's like owners of the house send them, and I just make sure the dog's not out there to chew them up. That's my job, and pick up the dog do, as you well might know. Anyway, here we're going to call her a quit. End of the stream today, because I've got a board meeting tonight at 6, so I've got a lot to get done by 5 o'clock.
Thanks for having me on.
Well, thanks for coming on, Charlie. It's always a pleasure to expand our horizons.
Yes.
You know, every once in a while, if you guys are ever interested, you can catch one of Charlie's and my shows on a different channel.
Which we may not publish that. I don't
know. Yeah. Anyway, when we're not arguing about something.
Well, you always know who your best friends are when you can get into a serious argument with them and come out still friends. So, you know, there you have it.
So they say, yeah. No, thank you so much. I'm going to shoot you back to the green room, and because, I love this. Look at this. Your coffee is above average, way above. Thank you, my dear. So good to see that. So Charlie gets my coffee every once in a while too.
Yeah, I'll be drinking it more during the winter months. Now that winter's coming, I always drink more coffee.
Well, you
trying to stay warm.
Freaking have that green slime stuff.
I actually make a lot of tea during the summertime, and I make blackberry tea and cinnamon tea and stuff like that. In fact, I just finished making some Christmas tea, and I'm just about nearly ready to switch over to coffee for the rest of the winter, because, you know, the winters get so friggin' cold and snow starts coming down. Got to have something to warm you up, you know.
I think you get colder there in Oklahoma than we do here in Washington.
I don't think we do, but I bet you we might get as much snow at times, you know.
Hey, you get those Arctic blasts down through there too, and we don't get those.
Yeah, Marty sends those down. She's just trying to be mean, you know. See if I can provoke Marty. Maybe Marty will come on.
He's drinking spiced chai. That's oh my God. Good.
I have to try that spiced chai. I've never even heard of it.
Oh, it's good, but it's not as good as coffee. Anyway, I'm going to take you off of here.
Bye, everybody.
Hey,
from
bye-bye.
Squirrelland. Goodbye from Squirrelland.
And so, hey, thank you all for tuning in here for a few minutes and helping me get this going. I do appreciate it and love having everybody. So, yeah, I guess we're on for about 12:30 Christmas Day. We'll give you a chance to open up all your packages and whatnot, and pop in, stay for a few. If I've got anybody listening, and I got somebody, I drink chai with a shot of espresso. Yeah, I've done that before. Dirty chai. I've made a lot of them. Yeah, we'll see what Christmas turns out. I don't want to make any promises. I just don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. So right now I have absolutely no plans, and I kind of like that idea. So anyway, love you all, and we will see you on Christmas Day. And some of you I'll see before, and take care. Love you. Bye-bye. Oh my gosh, I got to remember where all the... Did I ever have an outro? I don't think so. I don't think so. And background music. There we go. Now I can leave. So, fond farewells, and we will see you all soon.